Hi guys, so I thought I'd do a really quick video before Jax wakes up and the kids get home from school, showing you the cards for the Simon Says Stamp October 2018 card kit, and also announce the winner from the second chance at the Arteza markers. So we'll get started right away with card number one. Now card number one, I used the 3 alcohol inks that came in the kit and the alcohol lift ink, and I have to say, I love the alcohol lift ink. I may not be very good at alcohol ink and backgrounds, but I love what the lift ink does with it. So I used most of the whole big stamp and followed the directions for the lift ink. And this one's really simple. Instead of using the thanks that came in the stamp set, I used my Love Nicole dies, the word dies that I got from AC Moore, and I stacked those up on 3 pieces of cardstock. And then I colored them with my, where is it here? I got this on clearance at Joann's, my Mink toner ink marker. Colored the front and then ran it through my laminator, the top layer, and used the orange foil that came in the kit, and then I glued that to the top of my 3 stacked ones. Excuse me, sorry, I'm still coughing up some stuff here. So sorry guys, oh my goodness. So I used some sequins that came in the last kit, or the kit before, from Simon Says Stamp, and just glued those to the front. And I put that on a like brownish gray, warm gray card base, and that's it for card number one. As you can see, I have been really sick. When I get something like bronchitis, it usually turns bacterial for me, and it usually hangs on for a while. Okay, so card number two. I used a green base from my stash. I used those toner ink cards, one of the toner ink cards with the 3 leaves that came in the kit. Ran them through the laminator and used 3 different colors on them, orange, red, and gold. Colored them in with my Copic markers, and I think there's a couple Spectrum markers thrown in there. I wanted them to look like stained glass. I did them in autumn colors, but I wanted it to look like stained glass. I did not want them to look realistic. I broke apart the greeting that came on that card. I covered it with green foil from the kit and glued that on. Now this background is actually done in the colors, the same colors that came in the kit, but it's a background that I did a few months ago when I was just doing a whole bunch of backgrounds with watercolors and alcohol inks. And I basically took those 3 colors and I used my tool and I just swiped them straight across. And then I dropped, I think it was some isopropyl alcohol, not the blending solution, on there when it was almost dry to get those droplet effects. And then I just glued some Studio Katia clear droplets on there, and that's it for card number 2. And let me give you a close-up of card 1. I don't know if I did that. Card number 3 is one of my favorites. I put it on Peacock card base that came in the kit. And I did add some gold mixative in the alcohol inks into the 3 colors that came in the kit. And this one I just basically, you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos, that I'm not very good when it comes to alcohol ink backgrounds. I just used my tool and smushed it on there for this one. I like the way it came out. You can see some of the blue, some of the orange and yellow, but you can also see that it turned into red and green in some spots. I stamped out and masked a picture using some of the inks some of the stamps that were separate in the set, but also some that were included in the larger image. I just masked it off and stamped very carefully to make my own flower picture there. And then I colored them in with a combination of Arteza and Zig markers and added some water. And I did the background in there with a warm gray Zig marker because I didn't want it to be stark white. And then in the center of the flowers and in the center of the gold sequins, and those came from the Simon September kit, those sequins, I put some of the Nouveau Golden Sunset glitter drops in the center of the flowers, center of the sequins. And then I also used some of a Hero Arts lacquer pen on just those foliage. Pop that area up on some foam tape, and that's it for card 3.